Hi guys, so it's been a while. I'm trying to get back into social media and YouTube and everything. I just don't really have a lot of time at the minute. So I thought I'd take you through my only dedicated work day of the week, which is a Monday. It's currently 10:30. I've just got back from dropping off my youngest with my mum, and my eldest is at preschool. I have until 3:30 when I have to leave. So that's 11, 12, 5 hours. And in that time, I also have to have dinner. So let's see how much we can get done in a 5-hour workday. One of the things I do to make my 5-hour workday a bit easier is I print these like the night before. So I'm able to print these the night before. I'm able to send them to print from downstairs whilst looking after the kids, and all I have to do is occasionally come up and reload the printer. Although that didn't quite work last night because it had a paper jam. So I need to fix that first, which is pretty simple, but it just threw everything slightly out of balance because I didn't realise I had a paper jam until it was literally like gone midnight and I just did not have the energy to be sorting it then. So yeah. That's the first job, and then we will get the cry cut and start cutting out these badge parts for the avatar badges. Newest sticker designs. I'm sorry, I love him. Making stickers for a while, and I used to just make them by printing them on my sticker paper because it's vinyl sticker paper, so it's water resistant. However, this year I decided I'm gonna really try and make them waterproof with laminate. I've tried in the past and I've really struggled with it, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try again because it would make the stickers so much better quality, and that's kind of like my main focus. So I started using laminate, and I laminate the sheets like this before I print them. Before I cut them, sorry. And like on this one, it's gone on basically great. But then I have ones like this. Like, I don't know if you can see, but like it's got like loads of like really bad bumps and things where it's just like not gone on evenly. Certain parts, like the top ones, fine, but the problem is once I get one small bump, I can't fix any of it. It all then messes up. Like, I did get an actual laminator, like a cold one, to put them through, but I'm gonna be honest, I've lost it. I don't know where I've put it. And this is the problem whenever I try and tidy up. I'll put something somewhere that I think makes sense, and then I'll go to find it, and I cannot find... Wait, is it in here? It's not in there. Yeah, I'll go put something somewhere that I think makes sense, and then when I come to use it, I can't find it. And it's only a small room. I'm not in a big space, but I can't find it anywhere. Like, it always happens, and it happened with my heat gun for a while. I have now found that now that I don't need it. So the laminator is probably going to be the next one, where I find it after I no longer need it and then lose it before I need it next. Yeah, this is not helpful. I'd do a bit of an update an hour in. So it is 36 minutes past 11, so officially about an hour since I started. I have cut all of the badge pieces, they're down here, for my avatar badges, so they're just all like cut up ready. Badges I tend to make at night because I get a bit too tired to come in here every night, because during the day I'm usually looking after my 3-year-old and my 1-year-old. But I've found that badges, because it's quite a monotonous, I can't say that word, repetitive task, I can do it whilst watching TV or something, and it kind of doesn't feel as energy draining as working in the office. So I will take them downstairs, and I will probably make them either tonight or tomorrow. I don't know if it'll probably be tomorrow night rather than tonight, because we are actually, pardon me, we are hosting a barbecue for our family tonight. So that's kind of starting at 6, and I don't know what time people will be leaving and stuff. I know the girls will be going to bed at like 8, but I don't know if family are staying for long after. I don't know if they're leaving about 9. I'm just not sure. So it'll depend on energy levels after that. But I'll make sure they're done like either today or tomorrow. At worst, I can do them on Wednesday when I only have my 1-year-old. I don't have the 3-year-old on Wednesday. So she goes for 2 naps a day still, and she has 1 nap in the morning, which is about an hour and a half. So I could get them done in that time if needed. But I don't really want to do it at that time, because I'd rather make tumblers at that time. So we'll see. I have also made my Rocky stickers, Amaze, and my Vote Bin Face stickers. I love them. And if you vote Nigel Farage over Bin Face, sorry, but we're not gonna get along. Like, that's just not really my thing. To be fair, like, I get that Bin Face is like a comedy character. I'm not delusional. I don't think he should be put in charge of the country, but then again, I also really don't think Nigel Farage should be put in charge of anything. So it's kind of like the best of the two options. But it's just a joke anyway. Sorry, I'm getting way too into this. Right, I printed these last night as well. So this is what the tumblers, like the paper for the tumblers, looks like before it is like printed. It's printed before it's pressed onto the tumblers. They are, as you can see, it looks very faded, but it's because the heat activates the colour. So I want to do them. I have been putting it off because I hoped that I did like a load of tumblers. I think I did about 15 of them. And then I said to myself, okay, I'll do the next lot like in a couple of days. And then we had a heat wave. And then I was like, right, I don't really want to do it in a heat wave because it generates a lot of heat because it's a heat press and it gets too hot. But I am now under the realization that this heat wave it's not going fully at all, and it's still going to be here for the next like 10 days. Like, it is currently, I don't even know what temperature it is right now. It's 21 degrees. So that's on the cooler side of what we have had, but it's, oh no, just gone up to 22. But it's still like, you don't really want to be over something hot when it is that warm. But I've kind of realised that it's not going down till at least after the weekend, and I need the stock for this weekend. So I'm gonna have to make some tumblers. I'm gonna do it in parts though, so that I don't overheat, basically. The first job anyway with it is to just cut all these down, because the white section of the paper needs cutting off, and then I need to tape them all to the sublimation tumblers. So this is like, it is a very big job in terms of time. It's very faffy, it takes a while, but I think I can get through it if I just kind of like maybe put a YouTube video on and just go. It shouldn't take too long. I think last time when I wrapped 15, it took me just over an hour to wrap them all, and then it took me a further 45 minutes to press them all. So 2 hours. What time are we now? Okay, it's 20 to 12. If I wrap them all now, go have some lunch, and then I'll come back and press them. I think that's the best way to do it. So we'll do that. I'm also gonna set the printer off printing some prints because we're still behind. It's taking forever to get things done. I mean, this printer takes a while anyway because it's printing such high quality. It's not very quick. So for an A3 print, it can easily take like 3-4 minutes just to print one. I know that's not a lot of time, but it is when you've got to stay sat with it, because it kind of tends to jam if I don't, which is lovely. So yeah, let's get on with it, and we'll take another break, like say for lunch, and I'll wrap all those tumblers. Okay, I know I look a bit of a state. It is 1:12. I wrapped all the tumblers, and then my partner shouted me to ask me to give him a hand with something in the garden, which absolutely fine. Obviously I went and helped, but it has eaten into my time a bit. So I am gonna just keep working through, and I'm gonna have some lunch later, or maybe not lunch, maybe just a snack. Also, this is very dusty. Don't know why, because it's not like I don't use it often. It just seems to gather dust. Weird. Anyway, that's my tumbler press, by the way. So, I am going to now press all my tumblers. I need to run downstairs and grab my heat mat for them to stand on once they come out the tumbler press, because I was using it for coasters. Yeah, I'm going to have to also open the window, so it might end up a bit noisy. It's already a little bit noisy because the printer's running. It has printed a full 1, 2, 3. It's printed a full 6.5 prints. Yeah, it's going very slow, but it always does. This is what I was meaning. Like, I think I was generous when I said it takes 3 minutes to print an A3, I think it's closer to maybe 8. But the good thing is I can just send a load to it and it'll just keep going. I do need to put more paper in though. I am glad that I noticed that. This is the paper brand I use, by the way, if anyone was curious. I really like it. They do also do a gloss version, but I haven't tried the gloss one, purely just because I prefer matte prints, although I have debated it. But I think it's best to just keep all the same. I basically just buy these in this size and the A4 size, and then I also cut this paper down after that to use for my 5x7s. So all of my prints are using the same paper, the Koala double-sided matte photo paper. It doesn't have to be double-sided, my prints aren't double-sided, but it's the paper type and I like this one, so. Alright, I'm gonna go get the heat mat and then we will start with the tumblers. The mat, this is what I stand them on after they're pressed, just to protect everything. And I thought, you know what, let's get a couple of snacks. Considering I can't have lunch, well, I can, but I am choosing not to try and get this done before I need to pick up my kids. So I've just got some hula hoops, Cadbury's fingers that are elite and I won't hit otherwise, and a little Dreamy, which I absolutely love. They're like Milky Ways, but from Aldi. So they're considerably cheaper and way more affordable. So I am now going to plug in the tumbler press. It'll take a minute to heat up, but I don't like it heating up or being on while I'm not in the room. Otherwise I could have set it off. Oh, right, why is it, even if like something can only go one way, you still put it the wrong way? Like always, whenever I plug anything in, it goes the wrong way first. Right. Okay, that's heating up to 180. So the way I press my tumblers is I put them in to my tumbler press, I'll show you that in a minute, and do them for 60 seconds on 180. Then I take them out and I rotate them and I put them back in for another 60 seconds. And that just makes sure that, because the tumbler press closes around it, but there is a seam at the very top where it's never going to get as hot as the rest of it, just because of natural airflow and things. So by adding that there and turning it, it heats all of it and makes sure the image is all even. Is now 2:40 and I have done the tumblers. I will admit I did one wrong. I accidentally printed it upside down. So my partner, because it was a Call of Duty one, he's had it, he stole it, he's put it and just sort of stood it, but like upside down in the background of like his video, I guess. Yeah, it's with all these other stuff. It looks fine, but obviously it's not practical. You can't drink out of it upside down. So yeah, I'm also still printing the prints, so like there's a stack of them up here. In the last hour and 20 it has printed 9 prints. So yeah, that is it's taking a bit of time. I have less than an hour left and I'm kind of like not sure what to do, because I'm in one of those positions where my partner's jet washing outside, so you probably can't even hear me. One sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm in one of those positions where whatever job I start now will take longer than an hour. So I can't really start anything unless I leave it halfway through, but the problem is I really struggle leaving things halfway through. So what I might do now is I'm going to pack up these tumblers, put them in the box. I've got the printer printing anyway, I can't really do anything more with that. Yeah, maybe I go and just tidy up now, because we do have family coming tonight, so it does need doing. I was going to do it after I picked my daughter up, but I could do it beforehand, and then that'll actually make things easier anyway. So I'll finish this off over the next sort of like 10 minutes, and then I'll go and just do some tidying. And yeah, I think that's a good plan. So just so you're aware, what we made today, we made technically 8 tumblers, although one of them was upside down, so 7 tumblers. We made 2 sticker designs. We made, I don't know how many prints. By the end of it, I'm hoping to have all A3 prints done, because I'm gonna just leave it printing, which is 25 prints in total of various different designs, just topping up all the designs. And then I will officially have in stock, I've got my stock list on Google Sheets because iPad, and I don't want to pay. I will officially have 90 A3 prints, and I've got 90 A3 prints, 360 A4 out of 330 that are needed, 382 5x7 out of 645. That one's a big one. It's just so time consuming though. I am trying to prioritise certain designs, so some designs are perfect, other designs are really lacking. And I know it sounds like a lot, and it's because it is a lot, but I like to have variation in my designs. So instead of having 6 designs and 50 of each, I'd rather have 10 designs and have, I don't know, 30 of each, you know what I mean? Because not everyone likes the same thing, and I really like variety and variation, because different events perform better with different things. So I'll keep that printing. That'll finish. I might load it up with A4 once it's done, just to get the A4 ones done hopefully today as well. That might be more today/tomorrow. And that can all be doing whilst I am tidying up, and then depending what time it is, I'll go get Ray from preschool. I think that's the best plan that I can have right now. So I forgot to close out this video. It's now a week later, and we've done Warrington Comic Con takeover that went so much better than I ever could have imagined. Yeah, I'm just so happy with how it went. It's meant that I can buy a hell of a lot more stock ahead of MegaCon. So let's just hope I sell it. But yeah, I'm just really happy with how it went. I have now got only 2 weeks, less than technically, till MegaCon. Today is Monday, so I was meant to be having a day without the kids, but my mum's not well, and she was the one who was meant to be having the kids, so I do have them. My partner just took our eldest out to the shop to get something for later, and my youngest is just in bed, so I've got like 20 minutes just to myself for a minute. But yeah, thank you for joining me while I created things, and I think the next vlog I put up will be MegaCon. I didn't really record much of Warrington because, in all honesty, I felt really exposed. We were in a bit of a weird place where there wasn't anyone behind you, and there wasn't anyone to either side of us. We were just kind of on our own, and it meant that I felt very exposed and very uncomfortable vlogging. I did put a couple of clips in this video, but very little. I have also done a new print, which I really like. So that one will join my fire type, my grass type, and my water type as the new one of ghost type. I drew it last night because I was like, I wanted to do something, but I didn't have the energy to be up and doing and making. So I just drew that, and I was really happy with it. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Hopefully it won't be as long a break this time. Bye.